Welcome to this video playing Richard S. Jones. Richard S. Jones, Australia. Isn't this guy originally from Wales? And I've played him before. Oh yes, I've played him before. I played 3 15-minute games against him and lost all 3. Yeah, this is in fact somewhat strange, all that, because he's got a terrible rating for an IM in 15 minutes. So very strange. And I lost 3 games. Okay, let's see what happens here. Slav with Queen B3. I have tried those lines before in Blitz and also in tournament chess. Well, Queen B3 not actually. Queen C2 I have played. It's very similar, but can be a different if black is not capturing. He captured though, so get this type of position. Yeah, the nice thing about this whole line is that white here gets this structure with d takes c4, this typical Slav structure where black has captured, without having committed himself to any weakening move like a4 on the queen side, as it happens in the absolute main line with 4 knight c3 and the capture. My idea here is to play queen back to e2 and then rook to d1. This is a good spot for the rook, and it makes black's task of playing c5 or e5 a bit tougher. If black plays c5, he will manage that in the end. He always needs to reckon with my bishop on g2, that this diagonal is opened. Yeah, he's taking some time here. I mean, I don't know it in any big in any big detail, this line. Only know queen e2, rook d1. Basically, that's the the general idea. And I'll go from here. White is also delaying this move knight c3 for a moment. Often knight c3 can be answered with knight e4 and some trades. While this is not the end of the world, black is welcoming some trades, and this is not so easily possible here. Yeah, I wonder, queen b6. Can I do something against the c5 moves? Yeah, well, knight c3, he still might play knight e4. I wonder, knight c3, knight e4, knight takes e4, bishop e4, knight e5 could be an idea. Knight takes e5, bishop e4 just gives me the bishop pair in an open position, or an opening position. And bishop g2, there's knight d7, which should win material, really. Should win the exchange. So maybe this is okay. My intention is to play e4 here also. e4, bishop e3 would be very nice against the queen on b6. And yeah, he went for that. Yeah, well, okay, he can play it. I mean, takes knight e5. He can take on e5 and play this position. But okay, this was my idea here anyway. So I won't hesitate too long. Yeah, bishop g2, knight d7 wins the exchange. Getting this fork and take on f8 wins the exchange. At least, maybe even more. Yeah, he should take on e5 and play this position after bishop takes e4. Knight e5, bishop e4, knight d7 back, and then okay, you're worse against the bishop pair, but it's still a position. Okay, what else is there? No, well, knight f6, I take e4, play knight d7, that's not helping. Yeah, just knight takes e5. I really don't see any alternative. Yeah. Okay, let's first just briefly consider taking on e5 is probably leading to nothing. Okay, I'll take here, takes on g2, plays rook d8, so leads to absolutely nothing. Okay, well, knight will drop back to d7 now, I guess. Yeah, and now, well, he will play c5. Probably probably quickly. Not sure, actually. What I'm wondering is should I remove the bishop just prophylactically? It can easily get attacked on e4 with knight f6, for example. Yeah, I'll do that. Just retreat this. So how do I develop here? Could play b3, bishop b2, or bishop d2 is also possible. Yeah, bishop d2. Bishop d2, queen b2 is not good for him. Rook d to c1, and I'll take on b7. This is not really good. Bishop d2, and then maybe c5. Yeah, maybe c5. I have bishop c3 for something like a small edge. Okay. I don't want to fall too far back in time here. Oh, I'm actually ahead in time at the moment, which I didn't really recognize. Okay, so that's probably the right decision, not trying to rush things. There's this very old rule. Is it by Nimzowitsch? Not quite sure, that you need to free up cramped positions in a slow fashion. Could be Nimzowitsch, really. Not quite sure. I think it was Nimzowitsch. Okay, well, bishop c3. I think this is quite normal, this move. Activating. Oh, doorbell ring. Alright, that was a small package. Okay. Oh, he hasn't played yet, that's fine. Always worried that you lose lots of time in those cases, but didn't happen. Okay, rook c8. Yeah, he really tries to free himself in a slow manner. I wonder. Yeah, well, f4. It does not really look right. Yeah. I wonder about e4, e5. This could be playable. Oh no, it's wrong. I mean, it is of course playable, but I wonder if it is doing anything. e4, e5. Yeah, it gives up d5, and it's not so attractive without having a knight. Is there some way to prevent e5 or to... When I was thinking about b4, but he also has got the move e5. Normally after e5 I have d5, but after I've played b4, e5, d5 is not so easily possible. Maybe just a normal move. Interesting also was queen e1, threatening bishop a5. Okay, well now that's even more interesting, because the bishop on a5 is really annoying. Okay, it is a very crude threat, of course, very easy to see. But the problem is, what is he doing against it? It's not so easy. Let's say queen a7, I have bishop a5, and okay, you can move the rook away, but I think I've gained something. Well, what exactly is black doing now? Queen c7, bishop a5 is also not very nice. Or just that's not very nice. It is just not good. Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. Queen can come all the way over to h5. Yeah, that's true. That's a bit of a shame, yeah. Really. Yeah, I underestimated this move. Yeah, h5. Yeah, now the queen is looking a bit silly on e1, so probably this wasn't a really good idea. Yeah, what to do? Okay, maybe this is an idea. Well, the queen trade is, yeah, well, I don't know if it really helps me, but no. To be honest, the real issue is that I'm not threatening to take on b5, as this would really help black. Well, this I didn't really think of, but yeah, that's a strange move, really. Yeah, the queen does not have many squares. I can do something like this. Bishop c2 coming. Queen takes, bishop c2 traps the queen. It's not so clear that the bishop is doing anything great on e4 though. Yeah, that's just remarkable. Okay, I can go to d5. He can go to d5. Oh no. Yeah, I completely forgot queen d5. I mean, it's still a risky business. Yeah, the queen is not having a great deal of squares. Okay, bishop d3. Still, I can go to d5. Yeah. Okay, this was my original idea, and going with that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe really again queen d5. I mean, against that, I have stuff like bishop c4, trying to just perpetually attack the queen. I can go to d6, maybe e4, queen d5, e4, queen h5, bishop e2, queen g6, e5, and then I'm just attacking the queen on and on. Bishop e2, queen d5. Bishop e2, queen d5, bishop c4. Bishop e2, queen d5, bishop c4, queen d6 is possible. Rook a5 is also interesting. But probably c5 is right then. And then I can play bishop e2. Okay. e5 looks very, very tricky for black. I mean, this kind of self-pin with de5 and f4 and stuff. In fact, I can take de bishop e5, bishop e2, and de knight e5, bishop e5, bishop e5, f4. Yeah, and then now bishop e2, I thought. Just attacking the queen. Yeah, the question is, do I have more than a draw, really? Probably not, if at all. Queen d5, there's d takes c5. This should be very nice, actually. Yeah, queen d5, de5, queen f5. Can try bishop d3 again. Yeah, or is there anything better? I guess not. Yeah, I don't really know. Is there anything better than perpetually attacking the queen? I don't think so. I can... maybe b4, actually. This could be an idea. b4. Queen f5 and then b4. Using this 5th rank pin. Yeah, that might be an idea. Maybe he can play queen g6. But I can still play bishop d3, yeah, that's the absolute same thing. Okay, let's do that. I'm really not here to play draws all the time, so trying to fight. Not sure if it is what this is, how to assess the position. I think he probably will play b6 here. This looks like the way to go. b6, rook takes a6, and maybe c takes d4. It should be okay for black, I guess. Yeah, to be honest, I really don't see anything else than b6 here. Queen c2, rook c1, I mean, this is like leading nowhere. So is there some tactical something? No. Wow. Really? He's allowing me to take b takes c5. That's interesting. There's some tactical thing. I don't understand it really. Like b6 or... yeah, well, I can't take it anyway. Whatever. Maybe there is some sort of b6 or b6 takes on b6, some tactics, or e5. See, going for e5. I don't know. E5. This bishop d3. Yeah, well, okay. Bishop d3 is not leading to too much. Curious. I really thought b6 would be the only move, really. Is there some tactical idea? I don't know. Knight b8 to c6, something like that. What I really would like is to return with my bishop here on e2, return to the long diagonal. This would be really good. A possible idea is queen e1 actually. Queen e1, bishop f1 to g2. It's a bit slow, but very desirable from a strategical point of view. There is also the simple move queen g2 in some cases. Oh, wow, he will get in lots of time trouble here. 1 minute something. Yes, now this is the most forcing way to do it. queen is not exactly having many squares. But one problem is he sort of threatens to take on d4 and take on c5 as the c3 bishop is hanging. That's a bit of a problem. Bishop d3, there is queen to f3. After which I don't really have a good move. How to get a better coordination here. The bishop on c3 is a problem, really. It is always hanging. I wonder if rook a3 might be an idea, actually. Rook a3. Yeah, I'm also not exactly having lots of time. This just protects the bishop and maybe allows bishop a5 at some moment. Yeah, I wanted to take with the pawn anyway. So bishop. Yeah, maybe now bishop f3 is gaining a bit in strength as the rook is on the third rank. So bishop d3. Okay, let's play this first and then work out the details later. If he goes here, I can play bishop back to b2, threatening bishop h7. This is a bit annoying. Oh, he's not speeding up at all. Hey, you need to play. You need to play a move here. 20 seconds. Okay, bishop c4, right? This was the idea. I'm improving it with tempo. And let's see. Maybe rook b3. No, there's rook c5 possibly threatened. It's not that easy actually. Knight c6 is also coming. I can play rook b3 though. Attacking b7, yeah, that's a good move, I think. Knight c6, rook here. Attacking on f7. Yeah, okay, he will lose it on time. Yeah, maybe this is
Black forfeits on time.
Maybe this is the reason why his rating is so low here for an IM. He beat me 3 times. Sent to me well played. Yeah, I don't know. It looked okay, I think. But very tough struggle. I mean, around here, this 95 should really give white something. So let's just go back. I think he should play b6 really. This one spot. Yeah, here or I went here. This all looks normal really. Yeah, this should be always a bit better for white. The 2 bishops a little bit more in the center, no? But black is very solid, of course. And a6 and now queen e1. This is actually supported by the computer, and now it wants to play b3. Yeah, maybe. I'm not really too fond of this queen f1 move in retrospect. It's the thing is, it's a move that is not threatening anything because I will never take here. But this really only dawned on me after I had played it, to be honest. But he went here and grabbed this pawn, which looked very risky to me. But okay, it seemed to be okay. The problem was it looked very risky to me because my original idea was bishop c2, rook a1 trapping the queen, but there is no trap of the queen because he can simply drop back here and well, I have nothing. Okay, this is what I went for, and this maneuver. Now I get this attack on the queen. Yeah, I don't know. Here went rook a5, and he played this move c5, which looks really risky in a way. He could have, I think, but it's always tricky. Maybe he could have played that. Queen is short of squares, but how do I trap it? The computer does not see a queen win, it just sees this sort of perpetual queen chase, which is probably in a way the logical outcome of the game. But here he was actually ahead on time and played c5, after which okay, I played this first, and then okay, we had this a couple of more times, and then I played b4. Yeah, and here I really thought that he should play b6. Isn't this like okay? I don't know. The computer actually wants to play this move, which is also very interesting. I actually dismissed that outright because of rook c1, and I thought, okay, what's the point? I'll take next move. Computer, however, points out this queen sack, which is in fact very interesting. This could easily be very much okay for black. Stockfish here is on equal. Interesting. Black has rook minor piece and pawn. Oh no, 2 pawns actually. 2 pawns. Yeah, that's certainly okay for black. At least first glance, I would say that should be okay. Yeah, I didn't see that in the game. But well, b6 was what I thought. Rook a6 and then taking here. Takes. And I thought this should be in a way okay for black. Of course, my rooks are active and b6 is slightly weak, but I thought that with precise play this should be equal. Yeah, the computer gives knight e5 as being completely equal. Okay, this is not a totally trivial move because it gives up b6, but I cannot really take it, I believe, if I would,
check,
let's say, go for that. Risk queen e4, tending knight f3. Yeah, engine says equal. Well, yeah, well, b6 was what I thought, but he allowed me to take, and this should really be very good for white now. I've got a very nice structure, space advantage, bishops, b7 is weak, so yeah, well, the real deal was the time. I guess here he recognized what he had done and went for this. Okay, this is probably not the best move, but what is the computer giving? That's very tough, this move, but it's good. It's a very good move. Rook d3. Yeah, that's not so easy to do for a human with limited time. It's very strong, very strong. And this is the kind of move, once you see it, at least now I can tell you, once I see it, I see that it is very strong, but to actually spot it is not so easy. Why is this a strong move? It does the same, a little bit of the same what I did. It protects c3, so that, let's say, this is not possible anymore, because it's protected here. And it prepares the very strong maneuver queen to d1 and bishop f3. And the queen on d1 is, of course, much better than on f1. And it's behind the rook, so very nicely using the power of both heavy pieces. It's a very strong move. Yeah, this is letting him off the hook a bit, because not this move, but okay, he was essentially almost sure to lose on time here. Well, knight f8 was a good one. Intending knight e6. White is still better, but it's not like I'm winning immediately. Rook d3 was much more forceful. Here's something like this I could do, for example. I mean, it's still nice, yeah, there's two bishops and so on, but it's not so apparent how to get ahead. Yeah, and here is it's just a very nice position, I think. Yeah, rook b3 wasn't good, really. Bishop e2 was better. Yeah, this failed. This little tactical fail is a bit much, but black can play b5 here. Typical computer-like trick. That's also tough to spot. Cannot take here because of rook c4, and the queen on h5 is attacking d1. So after b5 I would actually need to go back, and then this hasn't really accomplished much. Okay, well, in the game he basically overstepped the time here after rook b7, and it's now, of course, really gone, as f7 is going to collapse. There's no defense anymore. Yeah, he can do that. It's a funny tactical move, but queen e2 is simple and strong.
Check.
This is not leading to anything.
Check.
Yeah, that's out of checks, and now white is having all the fun. Yeah, very tough game. Well, thanks for watching.